So welcome to everyone to our Mind the Moment's Tuesday morning gathering, brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. And this is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these important practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe, Palacino, and I know we're at the end of March, but I feel like I just found someone at the end of the rainbow, Christine O'Shaughnessy. She should have been here near St. Patrick's Day because she has the perfect name for it. But here she is. Our luck has happened this morning. Christine is here, so welcome to you.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Yeah, so we're so happy to have you here this morning. Your smile has not graced us in a few weeks, so we're soaking it up this morning.
Thank you.
So for anyone that's new, a big welcome to you. And also a very big welcome to our regulars who we cherish and are so happy to have here every Tuesday. So for those that haven't been here before, today we'll start off with a question for the group. And Christine will give us a little time to chat on the Zoom chat. And then she'll say a few words and then lead us right into a guided practice of about 12 minutes. She'll both guide with her words as well as leave a little bit of silence there so that we can practice in that modality as well, which is always good for those that are new to get used to practicing in silence. And after that, we'll have some time for questions. So you go to the bottom of your Zoom screen and open up the chat. And when you do that, just you could go to the bottom and to the blue drop-down menu where it says hosts and panelists and click on that blue area and you can change it to everyone and everyone can see your comments as you type them. So with that, Christine, what is your question for us this morning?
So the question is, what are you grateful for? So for me, spring kind of represents new beginnings, new commitment. It's a wonderful time to reconnect with what are we grateful for?
Yeah, I am. Well, I'll pipe in because this morning I just felt like the air in my space. I just opened up the windows. I was just like, this is a beautiful thing. I love to just bring fresh air into the room. And frankly, I'm just really grateful for the change of seasons in New England. I think it helps us to cherish and enjoy and really be grateful for each change because I love all of them. So that's my little ad. How about you, Christine? Where are you? I know you said for spring and new beginnings.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I am grateful for my health, this body, right? I just cherish whatever measure of health I have. I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
As
Boy,
peop-
I think there's no one this does not resonate with anyone. You could tell. It's just like people are just typing away. Yeah. Grateful for impending retirement. Susan, congrats. My kind husband, my dog, my children, and my parents, Loretta. So beautiful. Family, friends, and human connection on a small scale. My morning coffee. Yeah, that's not to be
that.
yeah, right here, right with you.
Yeah.
My family, my daughters, doctors, and nurses. Yeah, Erin. Yeah. Recently on vacation, grateful for the experience, the time, and the money to go away and be with my partner. Welcome back, Julia. Glad for that. Variety of nature views. Grateful that I can be grateful. Gratitude completely changes my worldview. That's just as simple as it gets and as lovely as it gets, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Wonderful.
Bright eyes, smiles, and laughter together. Yeah, love it. Grateful to be here this morning and able to focus on this theme. Lovely. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. It's yeah, I really connect with a lot of these and especially the grateful to be grateful. It's just that reminder that we need sometimes. So
I was going to share just a little bit on gratitude from Christina Feldman as people continue to share in
Yes.
thoughts, and it will kind of be the preamble before the practice. So Christina Feldman, she's a meditation teacher. She wrote the book Boundless Heart, which I really love. And she said, it's helpful for us to pause again and again in our day and to know that our life is the gift of many. This is not sentimental nor a denial of the many hardships of the past and the present. It is about making a choice concerning where we abide and make our home, in resentment or in gratitude. We are grateful to others and we learn to offer gratitude to ourselves. The many efforts we make, the moments we choose to be awake rather than asleep, are worthy of gratitude. We are grateful to our friends and benefactors, and at times know that even the most difficult people and events in our lives have been the ones that have encouraged us to take the next step on our path to living a wakeful and compassionate life.
That is so lovely. I'm going to type this because Boundless Heart, right?
Yes, Boundless Heart, Christina Feldman. And what I love to just reinforce is gratitude isn't about ignoring, denying, or pushing away the experiences of life that may be hard. Gratitude isn't like, oh, pretend like everything's okay, right? Gratitude is, science shows, when we turn our mind to gratitude, the mind is not so sticky for the difficult things. So it's hard to hold fear or anxiety or anger when the mind's focusing on something that you're grateful for. So it's really a wonderful practice to adopt as a daily practice.
Yeah. I mean, that in itself, the fact that the mind can't hold the two at the same time is huge.
Yeah.
So what is that a particular chapter on in that book, Christina? Or a
Yes, it
page?
is under joy, and
Okay.
there's a section called gratitude, and it's page 104.
I just love that. And I especially love our life is the gift of many.
Yes.
To me, that's so poignant.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Beautiful statement.
wow. When you were mentioning about the comments, the incredible workings of the human body. Rowe mentioned the ocean, and Eric mentioned grateful for the things I can do. I have a disability.
Mm.
So there could be so many, of all of us with our health problems. Gosh, there could be so many different ways we can look at it, and many times we do. We do kind of feel like this is hard, but what a turn to turn around and think of the things you can do.
Right.
I'm grateful for that comment, Eric. Making a choice. Yeah, I'm going to share because what a beautiful passage you've read. She's quite a gifted author and
She
teacher.
She really is. She's one of my favorites. I could have read the whole chapter. Just a
Yeah.
paragraph.
Well, I have a feeling there might be a few people that might be visiting that book. I don't have it, and I've heard so many people read from it. So thank you so much for offering that, because that's just those little statements can be something that you can put up near our computer, because I've been feeling that a lot lately, that my life is the gift of many. So thank you so much for this theme and for sharing that passage.
You're welcome. And the practice I'm going to teach today is modified from something that she has in her book that I really love. So just sharing that too.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah. So let's begin. So getting comfortable in your seat. You're also welcome to stand. Or if you're at home, if you'd like to lie down, just finding a posture of involvement where you can feel awake, aware, and be present. So let's begin by just taking a few deep breaths in, breathing in through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth, allowing the shoulders to soften, feeling your feet connecting to the floor, to the earth, beginning to fully arrive in this moment. Feeling the beginning of this next breath coming in and honoring the ending of the out breath. Having gratitude for this next breath coming in and for observing the out breath and resting in that pause at the end of the out breath, that quiet stillness within. Taking another full, deep, nourishing breath in, and as you exhale, gently softening any parts of the body where there may be holding. Feeling the eyes begin to relax, inviting the jaw to release. Feeling the arms and legs feel heavy and weighted. And then connecting your attention to the heart, to the chest, breathing into this space and beginning to widen and soften the heart and the chest. Breathing in and out, releasing any deep breathing from the beginning of the practice, and just rest in the natural rhythm of your breath. Gently softening and widening around the space of the heart and the chest. Breathing in and out. Noticing where your hands are connecting to a surface. Feeling where your lips meet. Connecting with the body and this moment. And as you dedicate a few moments to stillness and receptivity, simply notice how the body feels in this moment. Notice what's on the mind. Our practice is to be aware of it all. And then setting the intention to turn the mind and the heart towards gratitude. And begin to reflect on the following statements. Amid all the challenges of life, remember the many blessings that sustain us. With gratitude, remember the many people who have supported and sustained us through our lives. Noticing responses in the body, in the heart, as you reflect on these statements. With gratitude, remember the moments of beauty and loveliness in the natural world. And with gratitude, appreciate whatever measure of health we have. With gratitude, remember the generosity of others. Allowing the mind and heart to rest in each phrase. With gratitude, remember whatever measure of safety and well-being we have in this moment and each and every moment. An internal safety as well as external. It's the internal safety of the mind, the thoughts. May they always be filled with generosity, gratitude, joy, appreciation. And with gratitude, remember our capacity to touch the lives of others with care and love. Resting in an opened, awakened heart filled with gratitude. Having gratitude for this moment to practice, to be here today. And having gratitude again for the beginning of this next breath coming in. And honoring the ending of the out breath. And having gratitude for sound, for the ability to hear and to rest in the sound of the bells, tracking them all the way to the end. And when you're ready, gently beginning to allow your attention to return to this time, this space. Just noticing how you feel, moving in whatever way feels supportive for you as you gently come back. So
Thank you so much.
I hope that was supportive and beneficial. It's always a nice way to start the day.
Very much so. Thank you so much for your teaching. I think this subject we can't, in my mind, can't come back to enough.
I know I've taught it before, but it's always this gentle reminder to remember, where do we want to incline our heart, right? Do we want to rest our heart and mind in these wholesome qualities of mind, joy, compassion, equanimity, gratitude? Or do we want our mind to be resting in fear, aversion, anger, stress, worry, to-do lists? We have a choice. Where do we want to keep our mind? Where do we want to incline our heart?
Yeah.
It's a training.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. Thank you for it. And, there's those practices that folks have shared about having a gratitude journal, and before you go to sleep at night or when you wake up in the morning, to incline your mind before sleep or before the day, as it is easy to pick up your phone and look at the news. I mean, that's what we can be. That can be a habit as well. So, yeah, and that we do have a choice, and depending on how we wake up in the morning, if we're feeling those feelings that you've just mentioned, those, difficult feelings, and it can be a respite for us.
Yes. And actually, that's right in line with a poem that I was going to share by Rumi, who's a great Sufi poet. And he says, "Today, life, every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground."
Wow.
And that's that reminder, right? In the morning, how do we wake up? We choose where our mind is going to rest. So do we pick up a beautiful instrument and rest in the beauty of the music, or do we rest in what's on our phone in the news?
What's the name of that poem, Christina?
There's no name. It's just Rumi. I've seen this many times before. It's
Mhm.
around, but this is also in Christina Feldman's book.
What's the last phrase that you read?
There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground.
I love that.
Yeah, and let the beauty we love be what we do.
I'm going to share that as well. Wow.
For me, that that resonates because the beauty that I love, for me, the beauty is my practice. And let it be what we do. It's why I left what I did, being a financial analyst and in corporate world. What I love, what brings me joy is what I do every day. So I'm very grateful for that, the opportunity to have that in my life.
Yes. Yes. How lucky to make that choice. And I did a similar choice, leaving
Yeah.
leaving where I was, but that's lovely. Julia's mentioned my mind and heart was brought to the people in Mississippi who have lost so much, their homes and belongings, and the fact that they're grateful to be alive.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I had a very personal experience with that Friday night in my neighborhood when 5 houses burnt down in a matter of like 10 minutes and 8 were damaged. And thankfully, everybody got out, but all those families lost everything. And the gratitude of the community in like a day, the whole community came together, made sure they had food, shelter, clothing, everything that they need. So it's, again, when we're climbing our heart in these practices, it's so easy to step up and give and rest in that generosity of heart and then have gratitude and appreciation for what we have.
Mm. People really do show up, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they do show up. And I think sometimes we get so clouded in our busy lives, and we think that maybe we're disconnected, and we can feel maybe disconnected, but something like that, and anything where we need help happens, and it's like, wow, people are there. You just don't, sometimes we don't take the time to realize that they are.
Yeah. No, it was beautiful. It was really actually beautiful to watch. People were bringing food and water to all, it was 8 towns that were here, to all the firefighters, the police, because they had to be there through the night.
Mm.
People just started showing up.
Yeah.
Waters on the street, food, someone brought a tent, set up a table. I mean, like in a matter of 30 minutes, people just came and supported.
Yeah, that is lovely, Christina.
Yeah, it really warms the heart.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Times of trouble, people just, yeah, they just come. And I think leaving that in our heart and mind, knowing that that has happened, makes us realize that they're there all the time. So thank you for such a wonderful subject and theme this morning. This is obviously resonated a lot with folks. So
Welcome.
really happy to have you here, and thank you for your teaching and for your meditation practice. So
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
yeah, and you're right, Julia. There's a lot of good going on in the world and on our own backyards. So thank you to everyone for meditating together with us. And yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow morning with our web meeting format, and see your names, your pictures, or your faces, however you come on down. So we'll see you soon. Thank you again for joining this morning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.